In this video I am telling you the amazing facts about Queen Elizabeth. Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II has died aged 96 at Balmoral Castle, Buckingham Palace announced on Thursday 8 September 2022. We are deeply saddened by the death of Her Majesty and extend our heartfelt sympathy to the royal family. She celebrated 2 birthdays. Queen Elizabeth II was born on April 21, 1926, but official celebrations don't take place until the second Saturday of June, a tradition that was started in 1748 by King George II. He was born in November and because the weather wasn't good for public celebrations, decided to have a second birthday at a better time of the year. Elizabeth's diamond tiara snapped on the morning of her wedding in 1947 as it was being secured to her veil. With only 2 hours till showtime, the headpiece, a halo of diamond-studded spikes created in 1919 for Elizabeth's grandmother Queen Mary, was rushed to the workshop of the Royal Jewellery House carried under police escort, where it was hastily welded together. The Queen studied constitutional history and law. After her father became king in 1936, Princess Elizabeth began studying constitutional history and law. Her Majesty also studied French, German, and music when she was educated at home. The Queen's birthplace is now a world-famous restaurant. A London townhouse at 17 Bruton Street was the home of her maternal grandparents and saw the birth of the baby that would go to become Britain's longest-reigning monarch. It's now a Cantonese restaurant called Hakkasan. She was related to her late husband. The late Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, was a third cousin of Queen Elizabeth II, as both were the great-great-grandchildren of Queen Victoria. Elizabeth reportedly fell for the prince when she was just 13 and the two eventually married in November 1947. The Queen famously used ration coupons she had saved up after the Second World War to buy the material for her wedding dress. The Queen and Prince Philip received over 2,500 wedding gifts when they married in 1947. Because nylon stockings were in limited supply due to clothes rationing, 131 pairs were sent to Elizabeth by women across the country. The couple also received a box of apples, 500 tins of pineapple, and an $83 million necklace. The Queen could speak fluent French. According to Express, the Queen is likely to have learned French as a small child from her tutor and governess, Marianne Crawford. When visiting France, the Queen would always speak the language. One of the jewels in the crown is a diamond from India. The Koh-i-Noor diamond, which means light of the world in Persian, is an emotional issue for many Indians, who claim the diamond was stolen by British colonialists from the ruler of Punjab. The 108-carat diamond forms a part of Queen Elizabeth II's crown and is on display at the Tower of London. she doesn't need a passport or driver's license. As a British passport is issued in the name of Her Majesty, it is unnecessary for the Queen to possess one, according to the official website of the British royal family. However, all other members, including the late Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales, have passports. She is also the only person in the UK to not require a driver's license. In 1944, when Princess Elizabeth was 18, she joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service, with which she trained as a truck driver and a mechanic in order to play her part in a war that began when she was 13 years old. She was the only female member of the British royal family to have served in the military.